Hi there, it's Christy back again with another Project Life Process video. This one is the week leading up to Halloween. So I just decided to use some more Halloween kind of products for this layout since there was a lot of dress up opportunities as well. So I'm also incorporating some Ali Edwards Stories by the Month cards and embellishments like the chipboard and the wood veneer stars. So all these papers come from the Ali Edwards Stories by the Month kit, except for that bottom right hand paper there. That is from the Hey Pumpkin collection by Crate Paper. So I'm using two different chipboard sets. I believe one is from November and one is from October. I just liked how both chipboard sets coordinated with each other with the oranges and the yellows and that sort of thing. So I'm including those, and I'm also using some tiny word stickers as well. So I really like these stars. I kind of played around with the idea of painting them or stamping them black like I've done before, but I was just feeling a little bit lazy. So I just left them with the natural wood, and I'm going to bring in some more wood with some alphas that I bring out a little bit later. Well, you can actually see them off to the bottom right hand corner there. There they are. So I forget what collection these alphas were in, but I don't often use wood veneer, and these ones are wood veneer with like a painted white bottom. So I am just kind of alternating some of the letters that allow for me to rotate them, like the O's there, just to kind of bring some more interest and bring the painted white to the top. I just think that's kind of neat. And then I brought in a black label and used some alphas. I believe those are from, oh, now it's escaping me what collection those are from. Pretty Little Studio, I want to say, that I've used in October dailies like years ago, but you can see the sticker sheet there. They have lots of numbers on there, and the wood veneer alphas did not have any numbers, so I just wanted to bring those in. And I'm just trying to do my best to include those where I can. So I'm adding this chipboard and this other chipboard piece. So what I like to do, I pick all the papers off camera, and then I usually start with one kind of embellishment and place those and then move on to my next one. So in this case, I started with the stars and then added the chipboard. Now with this bottom card here, I wanted to have a little bit of space for journaling, but I also wanted to add a little bit more visual interest. So I add the tiny word sticker, and then I'm going to add the journaling down below. I'm not too happy with the way it turned out, but it's just one card in a layout, and it doesn't really bother me too much. So this photo is of a sunset, or sorry, not a sunset, a sunrise that I took on my way to work, and it's out front of my school. There's these trees, and I just thought it looked kind of spooky with the trees there and the cotton candy clouds. So I just add that. And then I was adding a tiny word sticker above the chipboard on that top right hand photo. So I peeled the chipboard up a little bit, so I had to add some more glue because it peeled off the paper backing. And I'm going to just bring in another star to this photo of Adeline. She really wanted to dress up like Harry Potter, just kind of out of the blue one day. So I ran with that. I was super excited. So I add a star there and just the two letters HP for Harry Potter, just layered up on that star. And I will have room for some more journaling on the opposite side of the page. So we'll talk about that. And then just digging through the chipboard, I found this heart, and I just wanted to add that. It has a yellow font, which I thought would fit perfectly for this layout, and that is the first side complete. So we're going to move on. I forget if this layout has an insert or not. I feel like all of my layouts had inserts, but yes, here, insert. So this week we hosted a party. We called it the Monster Mash Party. So all of these photos are from that party. And again, just starting with a chipboard and just spreading the love of those all over the place. So you can see there that I added a heart chipboard to that journaling card, and then October chipboard at the bottom of that photo. Just going to bring in another star and go to the tiny word stickers. So yeah, we hosted a party. It was really low key. Just invited a couple friends over, put on a movie, put out a ton of candy and cookies and popcorn, and just let the kids eat and play and watch the movie. And it was really fun. And the girls had a really good time. We did a couple photos, and I just think that the photos that I did capture really tell the story of the party. So I'm just adding a star to that awkward space on the October favorites card. I like those cards, but I just never know what to put in that space there. So sometimes I have trouble filling those, but I put the star there, and I'm happy with how that looks. And a little bit later on, I'm going to go back and add some of those orange alphas. You could see there that I was thinking about it, but just couldn't figure out a way, or didn't want to take the time to figure out a way at that moment. So I have an Instax here. My friend Courtney and a few of her friends and I dressed up like characters from the Wizard of Oz for this 5K run called the Dash of Doom. So I dressed up like the Tin Man, and so I just have that Instax photo of the four of us and Courtney's dog dressed up as the lion. And then a 3x4 photo just of me before the race, and then a photo of Courtney and I after the race. And then we also went to see a play, Curious George. So I have a few photos of that, and I have just adhered 2 3x4s back to back with a little pull tab, and then I'm just putting the stars on the tab there. So lots of photos from that. This was a busy week, and we had lots of events going on for Halloween. So I have that awesome October Stories card up at the top there. So a little bit later on, I'm going to use the numbers 1 through 5 to place on some of the photos, and then I'm going to tell my journaling on that card. And just kind of sticking with my formula again on this side of adding a chipboard with a tiny word sticker. And I'm pretty much close to being done. I just have this one kind of filler card left using paper from the Hey Pumpkin collection. It brings in the yellow with the little asterisk type stars, and the off-white kind of beigey color, which you can see in the title card a little bit more too. So again, I'm just trying to fill that awkward space on these cards. I kind of wish that sometimes it would just carry on throughout the whole top of the card, but I mean, for people who do stamping and that sort of thing, I can see how that would be beneficial. So I'm just going to bring in those alphas again. I'm going to put the word Oz. Like I mentioned, I'm really limited on the letters that I have available. So Wizard of Oz characters, I just put Oz, and then the chipboard I used says costumes. So working on this final filler card, I had this orange circle that says seasons change, and I just thought it kind of got lost on the filler card. I thought about just leaving it empty, but then I was looking through all my chipboard and stumbled upon some more circles that went with my colors, and I liked the way it kind of looked on the card, just kind of stacked on top of each other. So I decided to go with that. I am going to shift the black circle more to be in the center, just to draw your eye a little bit more inwards. And then this huge circle one has been in my stash forever. I got it from my friend Tara, who gifted me one of the stories kits, and I think it was the Grow kit. So lots of growing theme there. So here I am. I'm just adding the numbers now to the pictures so that I can tell the story. And sometimes I just add the number by itself. Sometimes I add it to the top of an embellishment or a cluster. It really just does depend on the photo and what kind of spacing I have, or what kind of embellishments I've already added. So just continuing to add those. And I'm just going to give you a quick close-up peek to it. And I hope you enjoyed that and gave you a little bit of inspiration on this January day, looking back in October. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time.